Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us tonight. 10 o'clock matchup between Raging Roosters For You page and not Flying Solo. That is a complete and utter lie. Don't look at that. That is not the map, or not the people we're looking
Eternally Blue, professional caster, everybody.
Absolutely. Update that. Okay, update, please. Why isn't it updating? Oh my god.
Twitch doesn't love you. It's fine.
It's Soothsayer. Soothsayer's being a jerk. Round 2.
Mm.
Load. What do you mean no
Round
ID
2.
found?
Round 2. Fight.
Oh my gosh, it's an absolute disaster. Just a menagerie of errors. Why isn't it updating?
See, this is why I just co-cast, because then I don't have responsibilities. Lamau.
Okay, update that. There we go. Okay, now I put Garden of Terror back. And then I do the maps again. So, we can do this in live time. So, PRA against Raging Roosters For You page. PRA banned out Alterac and Infernal. And Raging Roosters banned a map.
It looked like Towers and Braxis, if that's correct.
Yes, it was Towers and Braxis. Thank you.
Woo! Got it right, boys.
And Towers. All right, and picked by the Raging Roosters For You page was Tomb of the Spider Queen, so that's Team Red. And we're back on track. Looks like...
Woo.
Is the map already... No, I don't see anybody making a lobby. Luckily, I have Cranky, I think, as a friend somewhere.
We will grab this real quick and just get it over with.
Yep. My wife should just quit her job and be a chef, but then we'd have no money and I would never see her.
You know what? That's a fair point. Breadwinner,
Yeah.
confirmed. We love to see it.
The other option is me learning to cook, but...
You know what? That seems like the significantly fairer option, but I'm not going to speak to that. I am not in that relationship.
She's so much better at cooking than I am.
Yeah, but you could learn things to cook that she doesn't know how to cook. Oh, how about that?
But like...
Everyone then has her
bar is so
uses.
high. Like, every time I've tried to cook something, it's been, like, okay. But,
Look, just make a mean breakfast sandwich and call it a day. That's all I'd say.
I do make a pretty okay breakfast sandwich, that's for sure. Put a little eggs, some cheese on there. It's
Excuse me, where's the bacon? Hello?
Nah.
Come on.
I think...
Excuse me? No. Okay, sorry guys, I'm not co-casting tonight. Unbelievable. Sorry about that.
Literally no one cared, so there you go.
It's a damn shame. Who doesn't like bacon? Confirmed.
I like bacon, but I feel like it's on too many things these days. You know, back in my day, bacon was a delicacy, and now it's just like, oh well, we put it on everything, right?
There's two things with that statement. One, there's never such a thing as too much bacon, and two, it's still a delicacy. I don't really see it on that many things, at least lately. I just put it in some things every once in a while.
Yeah, like I like bacon on like burgers, but it's got to be really crispy. I also there's a lot of restaurants.
Yeah, I'm a crispy bacon man too.
Yeah,
I don't do soft bacon. No soft bacon, thank you.
Let's see what we got going on here. All right, looks like both teams are just about ready. Then we'll get into.
And so is my body. Let's go, boys.
Body's so ready. Oh, you know what? I don't have. Every time I raid somebody, I forget to reload OBS because then I can't see the chat, and that's irritating to me. So I have to pull it up on my phone.
That would be.
And nobody's talking to me anyway. Good. I don't want to talk to you either.
Oh yeah, no, fair enough. I wouldn't talk to me either, honestly.
Yeah, right.
Let's be honest.
Oh, it actually just went. Okay, just went live. I think they're ready. They said they're ready. Don't ban Cho'Gall, please.
Oh yeah. Not a single person has said ready, but we're ready, correct? I know you're gonna eat, so I will.
I mean, they're just slamming emotes, so I assume they're all ready. Like everyone has said.
I'm gonna put an R because yeah, I'm gonna put an R.
Okay, our teams are ready.
Double R. Let's go, boys.
We should try to get everybody in here for a cast. Well, that's a bad idea. Never mind. I'm not doing that.
That's the worst idea I've ever heard.
As soon as the words set my mouth, I thought, oh man,
yeah,
Batman in here.
That's one of those like things that should stay in your head and should never see the light of day, but did. So now
Love you,
it's all
Batman.
recorded
Go.
on Twitch. Let's go. No, I don't. Screw him. Uh,
Oh my gosh, what are we waiting
he'd
for?
rather eat my poop than to eat anything from blue. So apparently, I'm still a better cook. Haha.
We have 3 readies. Oh my god.
Okay,
They're
every
so
single
ready. Everybody.
everyone is very ready. That was a lot of R's in chat,
Sticker ready
boys.
checking WoW.
Oh god, there's a countdown going on for a thing that already has a countdown. All right, let's do it.
Oh my god. What are we playing? What map is it?
It's Tomb of the Spider Queen. So now we begin the draft for the first game of the series between PRA and Raging Roosters on Tomb of the Spider Queen.
I also
So-
shouldn't be part of this draft at all because I know these teams way too well, and I can pretty much tell you exactly what they're going to pick. So I'm just
All right, well, I'll make it interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, just go eat, mute yourself because Lord knows I don't want to hear your spoon.
Nom, nom, nom.
So, on the left we do have PRA with first bands. They do like to pull out some interesting things on this map, from my experience, but they do go with the Rhaegar ban. It is a solid ban. Rhaegar's such a great healer nowadays, and it's probably up there with Brightwing as far as the strongest healers available in the game. So overall, a pretty good choice for the first ban. We'll see what Rhino reacts with, or Raging Roosters, sorry, and Stukov is their ban. Honestly, good choice. I cannot stand playing into Stukov. Puddles suck abysmally. It makes me want to not be alive. So I will happily see a Stukov ban and second that motion.
My Twitch
I
TOS
guess we're just-
appreciates you saying that the way you did.
Yep, yes it does. Look at me trying to be professional. And there's a Johanna band coming from Tomb, which is interesting considering they have the first pick. So I guess they don't want to prioritize that on this map, which is surprising. But it is also a good map, a good band. Joe's just really strong in general. And a new Brack coming from the side of Tomb of Raging Roosters. That could mean anything, so we'll see. And it is indeed the Hogger first pick. It's the Docket Hogger, boys. Feared across the realms. It is also just an excellent pick, and it is followed by the Jaina Anduin. Very solid first picks. Nothing outstanding, but also not bad either. They fit pretty much into any kind of comp you could ever ask for. So it's just an incredibly flexible combo of good damage, good CC, and good wave clear. Let's see how PRA responds here. And it is the Diablo Lucio double pick instantly.
Love it.
So it's a good combination. You do lack the follow-up CC of any of the other healers, but that mobility that Lucio offers on this map where fast rotations can be invaluable. And then comes the Tychus ban, which is interesting considering they picked the Diablo already on the other team, so you wouldn't be expecting that to be banned. Am I sensing a Cho'Gall, or is this happening? Is this happening?
Cocoon is
This
down.
might be happening. I feel like it's happening. And that's a Deathwing ban. I'm not sure why they're afraid of a Deathwing, but they're afraid of Deathwing.
That's why they banned the Tychus, because they've played Deathwing before.
Okay. PRA doing some scouting then. Interesting. So Deathwing is banned on this map. And then they go with a classic Murden Rainer. It is every starter hero's dream right now.
It really is. Those are the first 3 heroes that you can pick, right? It's
Yep.
Like Jaina, Raynor, or Murden or something.
It's Jaina, Murden, and Tyrande, actually.
Tyrande, yeah.
Fun fact. But Raynor is also just always free, or like 2,000 gold. The interesting is they don't have any percent damage for Diablo.
No.
So that is not going to be ideal if they ever wanted to have dreams of killing Diablo. Let's see what they pick here. And it is Greymane Kael'thas. Very solid comp, actually, on the side of PRA. They do have quite a bit of burst damage once anybody of them gets locked down. And outside of pull, there's not really a whole lot of protection they have against it. I guess in the late game, you do have Ice Block for Jaina and E on 20 for Raynor if he goes that talent. So there are some ways to survive this, but we'll see how Raging Roosters reacts with their final pick here on Tomb of the Spider Queen.
They, as a Leo, do you go, on Anduin, what the hell is it called? Salvation?
Into this? Absolutely not. You have Hogger displacement, Diablo stuns, Lucio boob, Kale Thossi. There's so many easy ways to interrupt it, and it just doesn't get the value that a Murden with Light Bomb would on any of their backlines. So, overall, very solid comps. I do have to favor the side of PRA a little bit. I think their single target burst is a little stronger, and they do have plenty of wave clear to keep up with Raging Roosters. Plus, Roosters doesn't have the capability of killing Diablo outside of Leoric. And if that's your reliable way to do it, I don't think it could pan out. But we'll see how this goes for the first map on Tomb of the Spider Queen.
Alrighty, thank you for covering draft things for me as we get loaded in here. Good portrait synergy across the board from both teams. Each team on their second season at least together. So we always love to see that from left to right tonight. Phoenix Rising Amethyst, our home team. We have Barista on Lucio, Docket playing the Hogger, Zerg Pern with the Greymane, Steph with an F or two on that KT, and Space Pope on the Diablo.
And on the side of Raging Roosters, we have Cranky Rhino on the Anduin, Bad Monkey on the Jaina, Dr. J on Raynor, Sodium on Leoric, and Sugarman on Murden.
Beautiful.
Alright, let's get rockin' and rolling.
I want to see 20 kills apiece. I think that would be, the spider.
I would like to see.
Yeah, the spider lady wants the killing.
Yeah, I mean, fight mid. 3 people die on each team. That's how we started off with a bang. Oh.
Speaking of a bang, that's a lot of CC already on the Sugar Man.
Ooh!
Pull down, but Jaina almost has an ice block already with that much W value. Almost 2,000 damage there from the Jaina with 1 W.
Sweet God.
That is so much.
That's
damage.
There's so much clumping value going on right now. This is gonna be a wild game, boys.
He did already get 2,500 damage too. Look at the wave clear here from PRA though. Just outstanding.
It is also good that they got that lane prio. Let's see how Raging Roosters can respond to this. Docket is currently struggling a little bit into the Leo bot lane, but not too bad otherwise.
Yeah.
So we do see the Greymane eyeing bottom. Is it looking for a gank or is it looking for the camp? It is looking for a little bit of the gank, but if it was him, probably going straight to bot camp.
Right
it doesn't.
Raynor and Cranky are on the back Rooster camp for the Roosters, so Greymane could be able to rip this camp apart pretty quickly and then rotate out.
I do think it's an interesting choice. I think it's a little early for that, knowing that bot camp was going to be taken by the Greymane. But at the end of the day, I think it does give the ability for them to push out a little bit, and if they can keep pushing with it, they do have some value. But Sugarman getting a little low up there top. Was getting chunky
already by Steph. What do you think of the perfect storm talent and Murden at 1 here?
It's a choice. I think I probably would have taken. I think I probably would have taken either of the other two. But if they want extra damage, it's I guess the way to go. I don't think that he's gonna have a great way to stack it, unfortunately. But we'll see how this ends up going.
Good macro here in the top lane as PRA a little bit slow to rotate out, able to get a bunch of damage down to the towers and wall in the top lane.
See, this is what Raging Roosters has to do. They didn't get the camp advantage bottom, but they are getting plenty of pressure early on these walls to start chunking them down, so that helps a lot. Those Siege Giants, though, they're still kicking.
Yeah, they're
still kicking. Let's see what we have here. Anything outstanding as far as these level 4 talents? Raymond with a thick skin. Interesting. I'm not sure if I would be really that afraid of an Exterminator Raynor, but it's still very useful either way.
Yeah. Where did Raynor go, by the way? Okay, so you went PRA kind of giving this camp here in mid lane to be completely cleared out. There's an engage, so onto the Murden. But a little bit of a counter engage on the Space Probe from the Anduin.
Yeah. That's not going to be enough poke to be able to go so, but they really shouldn't let this be free clear. They're just allowing Roosters.
They almost have turn. They're 1 away from turn. Raging Roosters 3 away.
I do understand wanting to turn in, but I don't think it should have been let's let them free clear on the camp.
Yeah.
Either way, they do have almost enough for turn. If Zerg gets it here, they get it immediately.
Oh, they don't flip the Jaina. Jaina would have died there.
Oh man. PRA's hesitating a little bit. I'm not
Yeah.
sure why. They
can
do
just
have the advantage.
Kill things. They very much have a single target just blow the heck out of a combo.
Yeah, I guess they're afraid of the lack of an early game from a Diablo, but truthfully, they are just full health. They really just need to press their advantage right now and go aggressive.
I really love the Raging Roosters mount synergy. It's amazing. Actually, both teams, I think, have that as well, as PRA looks to push his middle lane here. It's a 5-man push. Yeah, Hogger's here too.
It is indeed.
They're sieging the hell out of this, and they just all left. Oh my gosh, they all left. Just stay there. Okay, well, they're going top. Maybe looking for a kill. There's the speed from the Lucio. Pope missing that engage on the Cranky, but he's now caught in a corner. Pope seems to be the only one that recognizes him. Cranky Randall was standing next to PRA, and he's able just to walk away.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And meanwhile, Leo just got
almost dies there.
Oh my god.
The Spider almost claiming the first kill of the match. And this has been a really good turn in here from the side of PRA early.
It was really strong in terms of push, but I think they probably could have gotten just as much value if Hogger had stayed bottom. I did think they missed out a lot of XP considering how much they pushed through, but maybe they can get this early forward. But Docket's just taking all the damage. Oh, the Lucio heals.
Pope able to get his souls, so that's 100 soul Diablo. He already got his respawn. Steph with an F, 21 globes already. Jaina 9 behind. Full Q build Jaina. As you see the Roosters trying to turn it. That's a lot of damage down to Jaina. Bad Monkey getting really low in the back line. Lieutenant Barista coming in with a stun onto the sugar, or rather a slow. Ooh, cocktail.
I was really hoping that Greymane would engage there and just go balls deep, but unfortunately he did not.
And we see a little bit of a fight here in the bottom lane. Let's see if anybody rotates down. Leo is... Okay, the stun is a little bit messed up, but that's okay. Docket now starting to engage onto Leo, who's going to have to run away. Really well done there from PRA.
Wait.
Down.
Oh, do they get the kill here?
Flip over the top. Zerkfern coming in, getting that kill. Well done. First blood to PRA.
Excellent rotation by PRA. They did get the camp
turn. Yeah. Sugar
boy.
Get that in, and now big camp pushing mid lane. So what would have been probably a level 10 advantage for PRA is now going to be just kind of spent clearing these lanes up and getting them back. This camp at the bottom. Holy cow.
Yeah, the good thing about this though is that since everything's a little pushed out, and they did use the camp early, they're not really going to be able to push as aggressively with this as they would want to. I think if PRA plays this right, I don't know why they just didn't take the free clear mid, but it is important, but they could have done both.
Oh, damages are enough to stop.
Oh,
it's a speed boost out instead of a heal.
And 75 spell armor does the job.
Yep.
Are they able to preserve this? I think if they play this right, they just don't actually take any forts here.
No, I don't think they take any forts either. We take a quick look at the high five and go for the throw. Fortipult, Pyroblast, and Apoc. We do see Light Bomb, Ring of Frost, Hyperion, Entomb, and Avatar. Do we see an engagement? The Space Ball getting so low. The Ring of Frost is good, but there's just no follow-up because it's so far behind the towers. There's an Apoc Light Bomb combo. What is happening? Everybody's got level 10 decided to press R, but hits essentially nothing. And each team walks away.
That sounds like a team fight.
Yep.
Everyone R button, everyone lives. Let's go, boys.
Blast didn't come out. The Go for the Throat didn't come out either. Looks like Roosters already have another turn. Oh my gosh. KT,
they do have it, but...
amount of damage. Oh, that's a burn flesh at 7 actually, so hitting 2 people with that is why it did so much damage.
True, but it is not going to be...
Burden gonna get flipped over the shoulder? No, not quite.
And that is a...
on Dr. Jake. Whoop.
Raw Pyro on a full health Rainer. Let's go, boys. It is unfortunate, but it does happen sometimes.
Yep.
It is. It's great zoning. Great zoning. Alright, so PRA just...
For sure. Oh, here comes a gank and a half. Or not, maybe?
I think they're just looking to get that free turn in.
Uh-oh. Docket has so many gems. There's oh my gosh, what a reaction there by Docket to get out of there. Oof. Well done. But
good reaction, but I think it was a shame she had to use her Hortiple to escape.
Yeah.
And now Raging Roosters gets that second turn in.
You preserved the 23 gems. You lived to see another day. She definitely would have died there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. She did the right thing in Hortipulting out.
Jaina
But unfortunately, this is going to guarantee not just mid, but top lane. Interesting use of Hyperion on a fort that was basically already dead.
One auto attack away from death.
Well, you know what?
Securing the bag, boys. Securing the
Yeah,
bag.
he mid lane did him dirty, so he's just gonna make sure it's dead.
Yep.
Raynor is aggressively angry. Okay, now let's look into this push.
Space Pope seems to always be the main target here. They just can't quite get past that big, beefy tank that is Diablo right now.
And that 75 spell armor doing its job, and they actually managed to preserve top lane. Raging Roosters really playing passively with this objective for some reason. They're just not confident that they can push into this.
There's an engage on the bad one. He doesn't quite get the flip over the top, but there's a massive ring.
Oh, light bomb to follow up its pipe.
It's not enough. Oh. Good heal there by Cranky Rhino. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Dr. J and Sodium, it was a 3-on-5, and somehow the Roosters able to skirt away.
Yeah, Raging Roosters really just has that map presence right now. They're getting bot camp through this. They're about to get bruiser camp on this way, but they are also giving PRA the free turn-in, which is also a little questionable. I guess the bruiser camp is going to help them de-push.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much I like just giving them that free turn-in. I think they maybe couldn't have gotten a kill or two if they tried to and then gone for it, but ultimately, it shouldn't be the worst thing. I think they can play their cards right. They can preserve at least one of the forts, if not both. We'll see how this pans out.
Looking for an Entomb here.
They're looking for it. They need it. They want it.
Yep.
Docket's moving into mid lane. They really just want to make sure they clear this real quick before the objective starts going push hard.
So. I think you have to push top, right?
They do.
Clear top. Leo's
I don't really like
5-man engage here by PRA. Let's see what happens. On to Sugar, who takes a ton of damage. Docket in the back lane. Really nice move, but kind of baits the team into a ring of frost here. Good unstop. Portapult was used to disengage. There's a good
the 2-man Entomb.
Sodium right now. And still nobody has died.
Hogger walks in. No
and Zerk
way.
Wild in the backline. Greymane coming in, getting a double kill. Oh my goodness, what a play. Oh
what?
My God, how?
I am eternally confused as to how either of them live, but you know what? We take those as how we call that, and now they get bot for it for free.
And Docket escaping with essentially no HP. Kern coming in with the double kill on the, I don't even know what that talent is called, to be honest with you. Go for the throat. And now they take top here, they took bottom, and PRA is very much in the driver's seat right now. I think you could.
Excellently played. Excellently played. It was a fantastic turnaround for something that just really looked dire, but ultimately they are starting to get that map pressure.
The Hortapult came down. It was a massive Entomb from Sodium. But unfortunately, Ring of Frost was already down.
Return the gems to me.
Pyro didn't.
So now we go into the camps. It was indeed not, I believe. I'm not sure.
Just a little bit. There's a flip over the wall. Looks like he probably still has a jump. Waiting for some support, doesn't necessarily have Avatar. Oh, the jump gets interrupted. Sugarman's dead. Good pull there.
Ooh, excellent pull. The turnaround. Yeah, that's the turnaround that I was expecting.
Oh my gosh, the damage from Doc is huge. Oh, the
Pyro AoE.
Oh my gosh, it was so close to being so good for PRA. But the Raging Roosters hit their combo and get a double kill onto Lucio and the Hogger.
Yeah, that turnaround came in real quick, and honestly, I think they got a little bit greedy with their engage. Docket wasn't there yet, and while I anticipated, they are clumping a little too hard into corridors. They don't need so many people in there.
I don't think Hogger had the headbanger at 16 yet when that Q went off, but if Hogger did, I think
that might have been 2 more kills.
Yeah, I think that would have been 2 more kills for sure.
Yeah, that AoE Pyroblast damage was kind of insane. It almost secured the win there. Okay, so now just free pushing bottom. There's not a lot that PRA can do. They just need to take their chances and clear what they got.
Yep.
Do they go here?
Off the map here, and then yeah, so bottom has to be clear, but they're looking at top.
It really is interesting that.
Careful here though. No souls on that Diablo, who is. I know he wants to try to peel for his team, but Sodium.
And there is. Ooh, Docket's able to get out.
Light bomb comes out. He doesn't stop there from there. Here comes the Hyperion. Is he gonna get a Yamada on the tower?
Wow.
There's an Entomb on the burn. able to get out of there in a hurry, though. Space Boat with a massive APOC, actually, almost a raw APOC. But I think Diablo is going to pay for it with his life here. And now Bear
So does Barista.
in a rock in a hard place. Going to go down as well.
Yeah.
Top
Ultimately, they need to land those APOC combos if they want to have a hope of getting these fights, because
yeah.
raw APOCs usually don't work as well when you have so many of them not really clumping.
Yeah, now he's getting
Now Raging Roosters.
Raging Roosters.
Yeah.
Camp is up for them as well. Bottom camp is up. I think that's what you see Pern going to go do. Yeah. So this is
Bit of
good
a
call.
dire situation. Yeah. I do think Zerg might be a little late for this, but maybe this can get some counter pushing bottom while they get the clear top.
Yeah.
He does need to instantly back after this though, because otherwise they do get a free keep. There it is. That 16 on Greyman is going to help with this clear as well. The attack speed coming out for the side of Zerg Pern. Any other talents that are interesting? I'm surprised he took the Ignite if he went Burnt Flesh at 16 for Kael'thas, but ultimately Ignite is still a very strong talent. Dwarf Launch at 16 for Murden. He really doesn't care about his health. He is in it for the damage.
Yeah,
He is in there, baby.
That's a bronze
Except he went
beard,
Avatar.
Skullcracker.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. I wish he would have gone Haymaker if he's going balls to the walls with damage
no
build.
phase 3 from the Murden. Shout out to Dan if you're still alive out there. There we see engage onto the Hogger, able to spin out. Good move away as well. And here comes another Hyperion, which is, I mean, these Hyperions are being used on cooldown.
It's a choice, but Sugarman with the Avatar instantly used, so he no longer has it if they do want to engage again. They also don't have a turn-in on either side, so...
A couple big ultimates used there by the Roosters.
And Jaina did go with Northern Exposure instead of the Root talent, so they do not have that additional lockdown that they would like at 16.
Yeah, that's a significant difference. That makes the Hogger and the Greymane essentially free, because they should have been locked down.
And Raynor is going that full survivability build. He is getting E cooldown resets all day, every day.
Didn't go the E talent though. It's at 16. 16, you get that additional healing.
You don't really need it if you're going to go the 20 though. That's the thing.
You think so?
Yeah, because the level 20 already gets you to 70% regardless of how much it's supposed to heal.
Oh.
So at the end of the day, you just want more cooldown reduction and make sure you guarantee it.
But if you take that at 16, I think it gives you like 100% of your health at 20. It's a full.
No, it automatically stops at 70 regardless of any talents.
Oh, really?
It always stops.
This is
Yeah.
a full turn. I mean, Raging Roosters do not realize what's happening here. They're just going to give up the 20 advantage. I mean, if you're going to engage, oh, too late.
Yeah, this is definitely not the time to run for PRA, so they're just gonna play passive here. They need to wait for 20s to be able to have a chance to fight back. It is indeed the Raiders' role. Yep, it's exactly what I anticipated here.
Buried alive. Cold Snap, so it's the upgrade on Jaina. I guess, and why not? And then the Inner Fire upgrade.
It'll be interesting to see how the side of PRA reacts with their level 20s. I think there's not really a lot of outstanding spikes that they can get from this. And honestly, their waves are so pushed out, this objective's not really going to get the value they want unless they start taking a fight here.
No, maybe they look bottom and try to fight into that spider wave. Steph with an F, I
Yeah.
have to point out, with 45 globes, almost more than Murden has auto attacks this game.
Yeah,
He's at
that's
47.
that's how Murden level 1 works, to be honest with you. So that's about what I expected. It is no control from the side of Hogger and Master of Flames from Kael'thas, so it is going to be infinite
really?
bomb spread,
I mean,
which
honestly,
is really a shame. If you didn't go the level 7, you don't get that return value of damage that you normally get, but it is still very strong, especially if they clump up a lot on their side.
And here's a gank. Essentially, one good fight could determine this game right now. Mid is weak enough that you probably can end. Let's see what PRI decides to do here. They know they got to turn in. Everybody's missing off the map. This is, yeah.
They're just waiting for that
Checking
gank.
that bush. Okay, that's fine. Bop. And here they go. There's an engage. Steph with an F. There's the silence of doom. Everybody's pressing our Ring of Frost is down. The light bomb
No
doesn't hit
control,
anything.
but
Oh my gosh.
yeah, no control was used a little bit too early on full health heroes, and so far Docket gets deleted from the
Really
back line.
nice dodger by Pope. Holy cow. That was a really nice Hellgate to get out
It
of
was
that
an
queue.
good engage, but ultimately I think Docket might have been a little too overly aggressive. You can't really no control when they're so full health. Otherwise, you just get burned down regardless. And if you don't have that follow up, it's not going to work out for you.
They were super clumped up, but Rainer's actually a pretty strong counter to a Hogger, or really any kind of like dive type backline, right? 'Cause he's just auto tackles them down. He does more damage than you'd think. He's probably top DPS in this game. It's close. Jaina is leading, but just by a little bit. So turn in here by Raging Roosters. Docket will be up in 15 seconds to help clear. They're going to want to try to defend this as much as possible. Looks like the Roosters just wanted the wall, and now they're going to leave. That's very strange.
Well, I mean, I guess they can go for middle keep. They're really just hesitating on being aggressive during these objectives. I'm not sure why there's such a hesitancy, but oh, now they're going bottom. All right, now we're going to the other one.
Okay, they just wanted to take the walls and the towers, I guess. That's
all right. They're gonna look at this and please tell me they're gonna get it. Okay, they will get this. Hey, they gotta keep, boys. Let's go. They gotta keep, boys.
And now they're going to potentially run away, or are they going to try to end? Okay, so now they're looking a little bit more aggressively here under the tower.
That was an instant avatar by the side of Sugar Man. The jump doesn't come out with light bump.
Oh, the silence of Zoom. Oh my gosh, high fives after.
Oh, no control value though.
Control this time around does get a ton of value. It's a 3 against 2 right now. Pern is running wild with that blunderbuss. He's going to be able to chase him down. There's just no stopping him.
Yeah, no, Leo's not getting away from this. Oh, he didn't keep up his W.
Oh no,
he lost his W, so he didn't have the move speed to chase him down. Unbelievable.
This is a good
yeah, I mean, it is the play. It's the only way to really get back into the game. Raider is doing the what he can, just getting some camps out on the map.
Yeah, I mean, you have a main and KT is up. I mean, really all you're missing is the Hogger, but this boss should be super dead. But
I mean, let's see.
Instead of your great main.
Look, you know what? Sometimes Diablo just needs to take a break. Space Hope just wants to chill for a little bit, alright?
Yeah, he just wants to vibe.
It do be like that. Now the question is, this should guarantee keep if they do push with it as 5. The other question though is, can they end here? I doubt it. Docket does have to clear mid lane. And they'd rather just take the passive approach and let them free clear it. Alright, that sounds like that sounds like it is definitely a choice.
I mean,
it's
it
not.
Would have been a 4-on-5 at this point if they decided to push past the boss. It could be kind of scary with the light bomb combos. So like, it's the safe play, right? You don't want to lose the game way over there. And it's only a level 22 boss, so yeah, it didn't even take the wall, honestly. So camp clear's pretty good. They're gonna shore up their waves, try to get the turn in next if they are actually tied to turn.
Yeah, this might be a while as long as if nobody takes a fight here. So we'll see how both of these teams play it. If they go aggressive, there might be justified that wipes the game and it's GG, or they play passive until they can collect gems, and we're gonna be here for about 20 minutes.
Yep. Strap in,
let's
boys.
see how this.
Grab a beer, lean back.
Woo!
Don't
damn, I should have had my beer running.
Because I think you're gonna be there a while.
Damn, I really do be missing those alcoholic
is eating my pillow. I have to take a brief moment. We're gonna follow Hogger here for just a brief moment while I stop my dog from eating my pillow.
Well, outside of doggy daycare happening on the side of blue, PRA is coming in with a turn-in on bot. They are really just trying to get them outside, but are they looking for a gank here? Space Hope is coming with that engage. That Entomb comes in at massive range. Barista and Docket are obliterated because they ran into the Entomb and then got Ring of Frost right after. Zerkburn doing his best as far as doing damage, but on the outside of Raging Roosters, that's a third kill coming in. Does Sugar Man get the stun here?
The bomb spread's still going off. Dr. Dre's keeps spreading the bomb. Oh my gosh, what happened? The Hogger died first and then my camera stopped. Oh no, this looks like it's the end for PRA Raging Roosters.
It definitely is.
Yeah, this is game.
Unfortunately, Barista and Docket did find themselves inside an Entomb with a Ring of Frost right under them. So that was an instant delete on the side of PRA. And this definitely is a GG for Raging Roosters, who do end up taking game 1 unless Kael'thas decides to get all the bomb spread in the world. Honestly, it is very... excuse me. What is happening? Okay. All right. They got me worried for a second.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations, Raging Roosters winning game 1. I mean, the bomb spread talent apparently was the call.
It was the call, but it was definitely an unfortunate engage. Having that, basically both your dive heroes just go run right inside an entomb is definitely not the way that you want to end up having your fights go through. And ultimately, I did think they just had a little bit more sustain, even though Kael'thas was pumping damage. Steph, no deaths, top stats, trying her darndest to just make sure something died. But all that self-sustain and Anduin's really clutch heals were the name of the game for Raging Roosters.
Yeah, they pulled it out. Sodium with those entombs was absolutely massive. Not, honestly, almost 0 hero damage coming out of Leo. Like, almost got beat by the Anduin. But it didn't matter. He did his job. He soaked the lanes. And
XP diff!
Yeah, XP diff for sure. Not by much, but, you know. A little bit.
Ultimately, Silence and 2 with Ring of Frost will pretty much obliterate anything that gets caught, so.
Yeah, that was a pretty nasty combo. Pretty well practiced there, for sure. And looks like the next map we are going to is going to be Battlefield of Eternity.
Ooh, a classic and a favorite. Team fight, team fight, team fight, boys.
Yep. Let's see here. BOE. I'm assuming this was picked by PRA. Yeah. Oh, I gotta invite you.
Please, please, love me.
I didn't see the kill total. Was the kill total close? Oh, 7 to 12. So yeah, it was pretty close. I mean,
Yeah, it was relatively close.
It was 7 to 7 before the last team fight, or 7 to 8 for the last team fight.
I think Roosters just had better engages towards that late game. I think their combo lined up a little bit better, and they were able to execute. If the engages would have been a little bit more clean on the side of PRA, I think it would have worked out well. But ultimately, they're trying to be a little overly aggressive, and they just got turned on almost every fight at the end of the game.
Yeah. What is the plural of phoenixes?
Phenai. Is this Phenai? Do you love me some Phenai?
Phenai? Birdies.
Phenai is my favorite.
Birdies.
Wait, Bert.
Falstats.
It's a fire rooster.
Fire
Come on,
rooster.
guys. Let's get it. Let's get it right, guys. Come on. Get with the program.
I thought that's where the
False stats.
Oh.
You'll love to see it.
Might as well give the team that earned the point on the board there for you. Update the map screen selection there, Raging Roosters, with that. Let's say if the casters are ready. Or otherwise we'll just sit here and keep talking to one another and Phoenixes.
I mean, I can't talk a lot, but I can only talk so much too.
Alright, the countdown. Here we go. And we are we're almost there. The game is trying so hard. Come on, intern. Alright.
We did it.
We did it.
And now we go in the draft for BOE between PRA and Raging Roosters.
I know what I'm
Let's get it going.
Valo.
Excuse me. It's a Zoltan angle here, boys. Come on. Get it right.
There's two types of people. There's one that can hit skill shots and one that can't.
Look, considering I don't do skill shots, I do auto attacks, and it works for me, all right? But it's okay, I'm a tank player. It's fine.
Yeah. He's a tank main through and through. He doesn't know anything about auto attackers.
Yeah. Don't. Yep. I'm perfectly okay with Stukov first ban. Screw that hero. I don't. It should be deleted for the game. You know that week when he was banned because he was so broken? That was the happiest week of my life when it came to this game. I think I speak for everybody on this planet.
Literally everyone. Yeah, you know, I used to have my opinion was that what am I trying to say? The Junkrat and the Stitches were the absolute bane in my existence. Stukov was for a little bit, but it's like, oh right, I can avoid the puddle. And I know I can avoid a Stitches hook, but I tend to run towards the Stitches hooks. Which is
Yeah, you basically have a magnet on your butt for any kind of Stitches hook, regardless of if you are seeing it coming. If it's max range and you are right in front of it, you're gonna stand still to make sure you get hit by it. That's really how it goes.
And it's like other skill shots I don't have a problem with, like Valakutes or like anything else, like Li Ming. Like I typically don't get hit by a whole lot, but man, when I do, it's a Stitches hook and I'm behind a wall and I die instantly. So.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Chris wants to see a Hanzo here, but Dr. Dre is going to be running it down with the Rainer yet again.
Oof, we do love that.
I mean, this has to be a Li Ming here, right?
I mean, it has to be.
I mean,
Will it be? We don't know. Games here are wonky sometimes, and it is indeed the Ming.
Yeah.
They did the correct choice. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, Li Ming just super stupid strong on this map.
Yeah, no, it's always effective.
Ooh, we have Tyrande coming out from Cranky Rhino. Does actually lower the armor of the Immortal and Sugar back on the Muradin again.
It is a tried and true combo. Muradin stun into Tyrande stun, but it also really depends on that kind of
Comms.
Yeah, comms, coordination, and execution at the end of the day. It should be possible to do so if they can pull it off, but we'll find out if they really can.
Interesting to see the Kerosene ban here with the Tyrande pick. Maybe they're worried about, well, obviously they're worried about the double support.
At the end of the day, it is a little possible. I think Kerosene with this kind of comp is able to do a lot of burst damage at the end of the day, especially with what they do here.
Diablo and Pern, so interesting. With the Tychus still up, they are going to take the Diablo, and I'm assuming Bear is going to grab a Lucio again, right? Or is it going to be a Rhaegar?
Well, Rhaegar's banned.
Oh, right.
Brightwing is still available.
Could be Brightwing, yeah.
There's so many options here that really can do it for you, so it really depends on what they want to go with.
Don't fix it, says Raging Roosters.
They just switched out a healer, boys. Well, I mean, it did work out pretty well for them in the first game, so can't really complain too much as far as what they want to do.
Also, Batmanger says, I just eat shit 24/7, so thank you for that. That's my teammate.
Oh, you love to see it. This is
cosplay, thanks for the raid, as well as BJ and Company, who I missed as well. And the Anduin is the correct choice here. So, anybody that gets entombed, gonna have that panic button there at 16, or at least 2 of them. So I really, really like that choice as well. Very kind of similar comps, really, from both teams. They're just gonna kind of run it back on a different map and see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot you can really do here, and it's kind of flexible with what you want to do here. So, I mean, we'll end up seeing how they want to go about this.
No Hogger here either, which was up.
That is true. That is true.
Anywho, oh god, teams, play earlier, please. If you wouldn't mind, that would be great. Thank you.
Honestly, yeah, that'd be great. I do want to go to bed at some point in a reasonable time, but
right.
Who
But
knows?
I guess
Who
we'll
knows?
stay up. Like, if there was a game 3, I wouldn't be mad about it. But like, I'm gonna yawn.
That is true. I'm truly not gonna complain. I have to say.
Tonight, our home team, it's Phoenix Rising Amethyst down 0-1. We have Lieutenant Barista on the Anduin, Zergburn back on the Grey Main, Space Pope on the Diablo again, Steph with an F on the Li Ming, and in the off lane, we do see Docket on the Blaze.
And on the side of Raging Rooster, we have Cranky Rhino on Tyrande, Sodium on the Auric, Sugar Man on the Muradin, Bad Monkey on Jaina, and Dr. J once again on the Rainer.
There's a reason Sodium is an alternate. What?
Toxic.
Yeah, kind of. Seeing
But,
he
you know.
carried that entire last game. But anyway,
Ooh,
we have an owl coming out. Hits Steph with an F directly in the mouth. It's
the
an owl
owl to
build,
start,
too.
boys.
It's a ranger
It's an
build.
owl build Tyrande, man.
See,
That's the kind of toxicity I like on BOE.
now Perfect Storm makes sense, right? Now it's like, okay, that's a good talent here on this map.
That is true. The more race you can, the better, honestly. It does work effectively here.
Cranky Rhino spotting a Space Pope there lurking in the bushes.
Ultimately, it is going to be just a lot of poking and prodding here. Space Poke diving in, but there's not really going to be a lot that happens here. At the end of the day, they can't really play aggressive either, because I think Raging Rooster just has a stronger early game at this kind of engage.
So, yeah, this is going to be a pretty boring early game for sure. Sugarman, again, spotting Poke. This time in a different push. But, oh, Space Poke taking a ton of damage. There is a good pull there, getting the damage. And now Sugar getting super low. Both tanks taking almost the same amount of damage.
But ultimately, Murden is Murden. He'll right back up along with Space Pope. So we reset and do it all over again, boys.
Yeah, try again, boys.
Try again.
How's the top lane looking? Looks like both Docket and Sodium have taken their taps. This has been completely identical lanes here. And interesting. Burn is caught out a little bit, but a massive orb connects to the face of Dr. Dre. And the camp clear here is very good for their team. Ooh, is he going to dive in? Yeah, we do see the dive in. Zergburn goes in. A good stun, though. Dr. Dre getting real low. So Sugar is having to retreat. Frankie Rhino gets caught out, thrown over the shoulder by the Diablo. Who's the first to fall? It's going to be the Haranda. And then the Murden. Great turnaround there. Oh, and a good stun there. On to Jaina. Is there the follow-up? Not quite. The stun just misses.
Oof. Not the engage that. Not the start that Raging Roosters were looking for, but at the end of the day, it is very very strong start for PRA.
Dream start for PRA. He's going to be able to take essentially both towers and the wall here. Completely uncontested.
Yeah, and considering they're a late game comp for the most part, I think this is definitely the kind of start the PRA wants to make sure to keep that momentum going.
Blaze looks like he was kind of bullied out of the top lane, which, I mean, it's a Leo, right? You're going to... Leos do Leo things.
Yeah, they do, honestly.
Leo
it's not a whole
kind of bad. Although Zerg is just kind of bullying Sodium now in the top lane. Diablo's in the bottom lane to collect the soak. Both camps are going to go out. PRA's a little bit slower, but that's not the end of the world here. Bear getting real low as well. We see
at the end of the day.
Oh, Docket able to skirt away as the minion takes the brunt of the hammer.
Yeah, trying to engage on a Blaze is really usually a hit or miss situation as long as you can get that in there. So, at the end of the day, let's find out and see if they can get.
Sugar. Not the follow-up that they were expecting. Sugar making real low though. Chunk. The bottom lane is going to be pushing.
That poke damage really helps out. All right, so there is a lot of race on the side of Raging Roosters.
Well done.
Oof. That is unfortunate because they didn't even have either the DPS. That Owl's doing all kinds of poke damage, and really just PRA is not able to deal with this front line at this time. They just don't have the health or sustain to be able to do this.
Doing a great job. The bottom fort almost goes down to the camp. But all things considered, I think the Roosters are going to be okay with that. So Docket getting stunned by the Immortal. Do you see a turn here, though? Oh, almost wish you'd have just turned around and gone in. Would have got both Sodium and Sugar there on that stun. But this
There's a lot of hesitancy on the side of PRA, but at the end of the day, kind of just give it up. The
gosh, the Owl. The Owl's getting so much damage. How much damage does he get?
Owls.
Well, 57 siege damage, by the way.
We love that. We do love that.
How is it
honestly.
that low? How is he getting healing? And he's doing good healing too, like for a Tyrande at early stages. It's amazing.
All right, so Raging Roosters now with their first immortal and level 7 so far. They do have the advantage here as far as push goes. So let's see if they can get a lot of value here and maybe potentially this fort.
Getting a ton of value. Sugar gets flipped into the wall, but not quite over it.
Oh, he's getting a lot of poke damage. That immortal is kind of burnt down already, though, so this went down a lot quicker than I expected, truthfully.
Trying to do a little bit of damage, but really not going to be a whole lot. I don't think the fort goes down, no. So ultimately, they're going to lose this immortal phase, obviously. It's already happened. But value for value, PRA is still ahead in siege. And now this bottom camp looks to be taken here by PRA. And here comes the Blaze. Leo's going top. This could be a disaster right now for the Roosters. It's a 4-on-5. They don't see that the Blaze is there. Is there a stun?
Go, Docket, no!
Oh, no! It was the perfect The perfect
They were
setup.
all there. It was a
would've been a
4-man
team wipe.
slow.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
at least they got the camp,
They
boys.
get the
They got the camp.
They're gonna be able to push with this. The Leo up top able to. Looks like they only dropped a little bit of soak here in the top lane.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly they should have just gone there. They need to play. They're not being confident in their execution of what they have. They just need to play aggressive, especially when they have
Leeming
those
is just
advantages.
Continuing to bombard Sugar. That's 3. Can we get a 4th? Oh no.
Not yet, not yet. We do love those orbs, though. God, it's my favorite thing to go into, except a Chromie and a Stukov. So exciting, it's so fun.
Such interesting gameplay.
I just realized that Murden did still take Thunderburn at 4, which is
that's
not the best choice on this map, especially if you go level 1 Perfect Storm. You really do want that extra damage on minions and mercs that level 4 provides for this map, but hey, who am I to judge? I don't play tank, apparently.
That's another orb. That's
Man.
2.
That's 2. Another one.
This is interesting.
Where's-
So you see Dr. J and Cranky Rhino peeling up to get the camp out, but now Bad
Oh,
Monkey's
Bad
lost
Monkey?
all alone.
Oh.
Level 10s are online now for
Getting
PRA, and this
obliterated.
go down.
They are at least opting to take the forward here, which is going to help them out. They do have to deal with that camp that's about to push out for it, but they do need to get on this race like now if they want to get some value out of this.
Yeah, so we see the ultimates, we see the light bomb, go for the throat again. Bunker,
Yeah.
wave of force, and an APOC combo this time around.
Alright, so they are opting just to go and trade race. Thankfully, PRA does have the head start that they did want with this. They are also just playing passively again. They really should just try and press their advantages, but they don't have Docket here as far as their off lane. And she is very low, so they do have to back first before they can even engage, or at least tap. So ultimately, they are going to try and race this, but
or some sort of teleport.
they don't really have any other follow-up.
The burn
But they're
is going in
dedicating
favor
all.
of Roosters. Look at them go.
Yeah, Leeming is just not throwing anything they had on it, and ultimately they are going to lose out on the race because of it.
Oh my god, 44!
44.
Auto attack made the difference.
Literally, if any of the abilities of Leeming had gone on that objective instead of any of the enemy heroes, they would have got it. But
I mean,
they
any
did.
auto attack from anybody.
It's the tunnel vision of trying to get that kill. I do understand it.
Yeah,
Oh, Space Boat with the rotation. Oh,
Good
but with a
dive
good
out.
Q to escape.
Really well done.
Does he live
Bad
through
Monkey
this though?
eats an orb.
It is a Q build Diablo, so he doesn't have that continued sustain that W build offers. So it really is going to matter if he can get that healing right back up there. Entomb goes out and whips.
Okay, I
We
mean,
do
this
love.
is still, I mean, 2 immortals down, right? But at the end of the day, this fort shouldn't fall. And now Murda getting really low. Do we see Pern going in there? No, Ring of Frost comes out. Only hits the Diablo. I can't believe this actually went down.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they did get the fort though. That is, they got what they wanted to. Now they're gonna reset. Probably looked at bot camp potentially here, and PRA responds appropriately by getting top camp. I don't know if Docket needs to be here, but at the very least, they're gonna make sure to get this. Oh, Leo was not having any of that. I am outie, boys.
Just scooted away. So, I mean, bottom fort should essentially be dead. So I think they're gonna have to push top here.
Impressively through all of this, PRA is still ahead on XP.
Still
They are a little bit ahead on minions. So, oh, they are going for the engage.
I mean, that's
But it
fine
is
if they
indeed
can take
Leo.
this fort. They gotta burn it though. They gotta burn. Jump is down from Sugar.
Uh-oh.
Bunker,
Docket is
Roars and APOC,
deleted.
but able to get the fort, and at the end of the day, there's worse things. Oh my gosh, Owl hitting Steph again on the way out.
Not the owls.
Not the
the owls.
We do see Starfall. I mean, talk about playing for an Entomb combo. They have Starfall, Ring of Frost, Hyperion, all going around the Entomb. And this is very bad for PRA right now. They are super caught out. They do not
They
have
need
a
to not be
Blaze.
here.
Oh
Oof.
my gosh, cannot believe they
Superman
got that.
decided. Sugarman decided. I do not want to jump into them and kill them.
Yep.
He said, "I will stun this minion."
Retreat has been
It
called.
does happen, honestly. Ultimately, PRA kind of got away with a fast one. They should have been engaged on there, but they ultimately were able to get out and live to see another die.
Live to see another day.
See you another day.
Thank you, Rocco, for the raid back, so I get my chat back in OBS. I appreciate that. And let me see. I think we're going to see some sort of big engage here, and I think it's a good idea. Space Pope coming in, looking for something. Sugarman's in the back line. Oh, but now Sugarman with the... Oh my gosh. Everybody is pressing buttons. I can't even tell what's going on. There comes the Star Ball, but a big engage there by Docket. There goes Pern, going for the throat, gets a kill onto the Jaina. Dr. J doing terrible amounts of damage as well. Overall,
That is the kind of fight they wanted, but...
Yeah.
Alright, now they really just need to start burning this. Why are they defending? They need to burn. They need to burn. Go burn.
They
Go
know
burn.
They're not there. They know they're on the camp. Everybody could be burning this. Pope gets stunned by a stationary circle. And here comes halftime, and then you guys do it again, right?
Yeah, I mean, they do have the advantage.
He's
And
on an island. There's nobody there with him.
they are playing fairly passive. The halftime does finally go out.
APOC is up. Oh, that W from the entire team missed Bears and W there. And here we go. Oh my gosh, Crizzle coming in with like 5 gifted subs. Thank you. But massive damage from the Li Ming onto the backline of the Raging Roosters. They're getting extremely low. One reset's going to end this fight.
Sugarman is dead almost. Oh, he walks
not
out.
quite,
Cranky
though.
Rhino stand by the
Space
APOC,
Pope
but the
doing best he
turnaround
can
is
to the
happening.
backline. Hey, good
Oh, they
burn.
did manage. They did manage to get the objective though. That helps out.
Very similar fight to what happened last time. I can't believe that. Oh, Diablo had souls. Okay, that makes sense. Zerg burn.
Yeah, that helps out. Uh-oh.
Needs a pull. Where's the healer? Oh, they let him get away. Okay.
Oof. Oof. He just waddles away.
Top camp gets a
They
lot
are
of
low
value.
though. They kind of do need to see. They do need to reset.
Bottom camp got a lot of value as well. About the same. This is an extremely even game right now.
It is fairly close. They are honestly so low though that they had to reset all the way, and they are just letting it free clear, unfortunately. So they did win the objective, but they got 1 tower's worth of value from it. It is very unfortunate.
Objective up is top. Looks like they're all going there. It's a 5-man effort from the side of PRA. 5-man effort from the side. Are they trying to bait? Let's see the Leo bottom.
They really should just go for it, yeah.
They see the Leo bottom, and now they're gonna see everybody.
We'll need to press the advantage, see if they can get 60
They
first and force an engage.
Yeah, they can be running back. We see a full owl build.
Man, they really just went full toxic here. That's
Right?
insane.
So much poke.
Amen
Who's
to
your
that,
co-caster?
man.
Don't recognize the voice. That's Alfie. Oh, you got a sub to my channel. Congratulations. There's
Ooh,
a fun little
congratulations.
emote, for you there. It's called Potato Aim.
And Chriso with a bunch of gift subs too. Holy
Yeah.
crap, he gifted me a sub. Wow.
Thanks,
Thank
Chriso.
you. You're precious, Chriso.
You are precious. All right, both teams doing a ring around the rosy here. Level 16 in favor of PRA. We do see the second pull. Mirror
Oh,
ball,
boy.
glass cannon, Li Ming. I've never been prouder.
Look at that. Yes. Steph
Just
has absolutely no fear.
No
Zero fear.
I mean, it hasn't necessarily been contested all game, minus the owl. I mean, an owl from across the map might kill her with a one-shot. Which, actually, I kind of want to know how much damage that does now. From core to core.
I'm pretty sure it does a little bit more than half their health. I'm not 100% sure. But at the end of the day...
Damage.
Oh boy, Space Pope. Please scout.
Space Boat
Okay,
does
alright.
scout the Jaina. It's just gonna push, but there, the 2 needs to come out immediately. Or the bunker, rather. There it is. And
Bunker
if it
is
doesn't
going
kill
down.
immediately, the whole combo from the Raging Roosters is down, and now we see him engage.
Oh.
Frank Rhino. Go for the
Burn
first,
is
pop
going
it
through.
off. Li Ming and Greymane are going wild.
Baby.
Pope is trying to chase down Dr. J, but Sodium is going down.
Oh, that
Greymane
value.
just ripped him in half. And Li Ming resets are pretty good too. This is the fight that PRA needed now to take commanding lead in this game. Expect to see Dr.
Yeah.
pull off and push top. Or maybe they just want a full burn. Yeah, it looks like they just want to full burn this thing as a team.
Yeah, they do not like this Immortal. It is ugly, it is red, it is scary. I wanted to go away. But at the end of the day, they got a good engage, and I think that bunker is really the key. They aren't really able to react appropriately so far to the Entomb, but I think
Yeah.
the bunker gets them a good get-out-of-jail-free card that enables them to live through all that burst.
Absolutely. The bunker has to come out immediately, and you almost want the APOC to come out as well to kind of stop everybody from forcing into that choke.
Yeah, at the end of the day, they do get full immortal wish shields and bot camp pushing, so Leo does have to respond to that. And they need to start moving up here. Let's start getting some pressure going on the wave and make sure that we can get some push going.
Yep, absolutely. So this wall and the 2 towers are definitely down. Let's see if they can get a keep out of this. Here comes a Hyperion. Oh, that's a ton of damage already to Pern. Gets a pull. That's okay. We've got 1 to spare there.
All right, Hyperion not doing a little bit of de-zoning with them. Leo does come in for the engage. Space Pope and Docket both kind of whiff.
There's another pull, though. Oh, and Bunker down as well. A little bit of miscommunication here, but not all bad. Now we start to see the damage being done to that keep. You see Li Ming doing her best to focus that. Are we gonna be able to get it
Docket.
Docket has to scurry
Docket
away.
is a little bit low. They do need to scurry, and they actually managed to save the keep. I'm honestly surprised by this. They really weren't able to push their advantage as much as they could. I think they're just being a bit too passive. They need to move up with the objective, especially when it's full shield like that.
Yeah, they did get entombed, which was kind of scary. A couple of pulls had to come down. And now this is a pretty bold decision here. Sugar trying to get a gank, and now they miss. And here comes
This
the
is
re-engage.
really not the fight they need to be taking. APOP goes up, but
Not
oh
enough
no.
to save him. Steph with an F going down as well, and now it's just Docket and Bear. The saving grace in all this, I mean, they're going to get top camp, but this bottom tower is still under siege. Dr. J has to come and clear it. Not as terrible as it could have gone, but they are going to give a couple of camps on the map. This is super risky here by Bear and Pope. They are just a Diablo and a Anduin.
Yeah, I mean, it is thankful that Range of Roosters is reacting to push top keep. Docket is doing her darndest to be able to clear all this,
Yeah,
but one little blade's not going to be doing a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe with all your team here, you can sort of defend this, but bottom camp is very much a consolation prize for what was the keep.
Yeah, I mean, they do get a little bit of counter push, but at the end of the day, that's not really going to be effective as much. Docket does need to back here if she wants to be able to be full health and mana here for the next objective, but ultimately they're a little late. And Raging Roosters is going to get 20. Yeah.
Yeah, Roosters are definitely going to get 20 before this fight as well.
There is no escaping.
So let's see what they can do. Roosters one good fight away from winning this game and the series. PRA also has a win condition here, and it looks like, yeah, they can just let the Rainer burn and let their front line...
I mean...
Yeah, this is really well done by the Roosters.
Yeah, there's not a lot that PRA can do here. They just really do need to play passive and make sure they can get 20s, but they do need to pick a fight now.
Yep,
this is the moment that they need to go in and engage.
This is the moment, and they have the defense on their side, so that's good for PRA. Raging Roosters has to look for a good fight. Silence and Tomb is up. They're going to have to look for the Anduin. Steph with a half loses 3/4 of her health, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's 1 out for you, buddy. Well, 1 out for you.
Hyperion
Hyperion goes out. It's a little early, but it does allow them to get a bit more poke on the objective. They are going to start to burn this down. If PRA doesn't react to this, they do need to engage here. Docket going with the immediate fire. They do need to go with something here.
Try to blow up Sugar and
Oh, it's a 3-man silence into the bunker does come out. They are able to survive the burst for now, but they do need to start engaging.
Look at the APOC combo. They're out of the
excellent
well done. And a
APOC.
pull immediately. And oh my goodness.
Oh, Pern was obliterated though. That turnaround by the trade from Ronda actually helped them out there, and they do still get the objective. So ultimately, they are able to preserve the game, but they are going to have to defend this for some time.
Yeah, that was a really good APOC combo there by Space Pope. And the great follow-up damage by Steph with an F. A Li Ming combo just disintegrating 2 members of the Roosters. And they may not lose the keep here. Sodium doing a good job just being irritating and trying to stall this, but ultimately...
The only unfortunate thing is... Yeah, well, they don't have the Grey Mane, so their clear is a little slow. But thankfully, Raging Roosters is starting to play passive here, so they don't want to take the fight at this point. So they are still going to be able to preserve most of this, and they probably will be able to save the keep, if not at least half the keep. Let's see how this goes for them. Oh, that's a bit of a whiff on the Q there. It happens, honestly. I'm not even a good Li Ming, so I can't speak to this. They are able to get to at least half the keep. Oh boy, it's close. Yeah, it is still tight though.
Roosters are way in the enemy base. Yeah, this is interesting here. Space Pope is looking for an engage. Does he have Hellgate? He's looking for Rhino right now, but he's not quite able to catch up. Okay, we're gonna have to give.
Yeah. Quick reset one more time, and we're gonna extend this at least another 3 minutes.
Yep.
So sit back, relax, and let's wait out all these camps and clear, boys.
Last time
It's
we said
round
this, the game
2.
was over in a relatively short amount of time, so we'll see if that remains true. So they're gonna come down to one fight.
This Tomb of the Spider Queen, is this what's happening? Is it going to
Basically.
30-minute games? 30-minute games on PoE? Poggers? Alright. So all the camps going on either side. There's really not a lot that can do. Does Raging Roosters look for the fight here? If they don't take this, they are, yeah. They do have to clear top camp for a little bit, otherwise it might start to get pressure, especially if they lose. So they are going for the safe route when it comes to this.
Yeah, both teams playing very passive. They each think that they can win a fight. The issue being the Leo again. If you can not get a massive silence in Tomb, PRA obviously has a much better chance. And now they're gonna have to rotate down and fight them under towers. This might be where they want to take this fight. Base Pope is
They
here.
do, but
Comes down. There's Starfall as well. That's a long cooldown. Those are
ooh.
two really long cooldowns right before an objective phase. So
I don't know if I like that decision. Yeah,
I mean,
that
you
is.
keep, you play really slow, maybe, but
Yeah.
it's two big ultimates down right before those objectives. Now, if you're PRA, it's all in time. No more keeps. You can't allow the waves to push. It is time to sprint at them.
But yeah, PRA needs to run at them. This is a time to be aggressive. Just go, go.
You know the Rainer's there.
Doesn't matter. Yeah. We need to start running at them.
Yep.
Base Pope is going to take the lead. Docket is looking in those bushes. Let's see if they can actually get some sort of a flank
They have to
rotation.
find them, though, and Zergpern should not be the one to try.
Yeah, they are looking to gauge. They do find the Murden. They're still playing passively, and I'm not sure why. They're just allowing them to get their cooldowns back. They really just need to go for them.
The clock is ticking. Top lane is pushing with a couple Katas.
Yeah, the longer they wait, the worse it's going to be for them. So they really just need to take this engaged now. Avatar was popped on absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's
So it looks like they're going to try to want to engage here.
They're just anticipating a lot of this, but at the end of the day, they are just letting them get their cooldowns back. Starfall is going to be up in 5 seconds. I'm really not sure what PRA is trying to do here. They're playing too. They're too scared.
There's a pull.
The pull is used on.
Now,
At the end of the day, oh, there is a stun that goes through. He does have it. It's a silence in Tomb.
But it's just not enough. There really hasn't been a lot of damage done to either team. Pope is taking a little bit. Fern got to get out of there.
Oh, the really good Ring of Frost and the kill on Diablo. He didn't have the souls for it. Yeah, and they do have all their cooldowns again.
Down as well.
And that's gonna be GG, boys.
Core has been called. They're not even going for the objective here.
Yeah, it makes sense. At the end of the day, they did what they could, but yeah, that's another kill on the Anduin, and that is GG for the side of Raging Roosters. Yeah, PRA didn't really take the aggressive approach when they should have, but at the end of the day, Raging Roosters did what they needed to do, play patiently, got all their cooldowns, and take the win on game number 2 on Battlefield of Eternity.
Really solid macro there by the Roosters towards the end of the game. They understood exactly what their win condition was. They took the buildings. We thought it was crazy to burn 2 ults at the end there, but turned out actually being a good decision for them. 10-9 in kills. Bear leading the way in heals.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately it was a pretty close game. I think it could have gone either way, but the decision-making and coordination from abilities was a little bit stronger for the side of Raging Roosters. Ultimately, it was a competitive match, though. I don't think it was anything one-sided. I think the damage was fair on both ends, and really, it was just a very exciting game for the final one.
Absolutely. Let's see. Let's see if we can find a Cranky Rhino in here. Hang on 1 second. They are currently in our Discord. Let's see. Actually, I don't know if he uses Discord, which is kind of funny.
I mean, he is in our Discord, so I don't know, man.
He doesn't message in Discord very often, so it's
big depression, big depression. Oh man, it's midnight, baby.
Is it really? Oh my goodness.
It's tomorrow, boys. Really got to stop volunteering for these late these late casts.
Late night casts.
Late night casts, baby.
Let's see here. if I minimize this,
My body is not ready.
Where are you at? I'll just say our Discord, and then I'll pull us down to here, and then I'll bring what's his nuts down there. Thank you.
I'm here. Love me.
Yay.
Yay.
He says no. See you.
Wait. He no see us. Or is he
I
waiting
don't
for
know.
us?
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't use Discord a whole lot.
Wrong Discord. Come on, buddy.
Hey, you made it.
There it is.
I found you. Must be going blind or something. What's up, fellas?
I'm the blonde here. Congratulations, man.
Hey, thanks.
Congratulations.
That was a hard fought win. Hats off to the Phoenix because
Yeah.
that was tough. That was tough.
That was a really good match. That was a very, very close match. Each game coming down to, I mean, one kill either way at the end. Or not one kill, but rather one team fight at the end. And you guys were able to pull it off. So you initially went to, let's see, Tomb of the Spider Queen. I feel like that is a staple across our Discord. All the teams that we have in our Discord like love the same maps, it seems. Like, none of us play Cursed, none of us play Garden, none of us play Sky Temple. We don't play Volskaya. You know, like, why even have the maps there?
We want ARAMs.
Yeah, we want ARAMs.
I mean, we didn't even look at Tomb as an ARAM map. We kind of look at that as a macro map, right? Like you literally don't even need to team fight to win that. Like you just need to super macro, clear your waves, get your gems, turn it in, and if it looks like there's going to be a team fight that you don't want to have, you don't have to have it. Like you could just leave, and that's kind of the approach that we took when we were game planning this, and we went. I think you said something in the chat, Blue, about people typically take first pick. Well, we wanted map pick because we wanted to control the environment that we wanted to be comfortable in. So,
right.
That was
ultimately you did have such a tried and true combo in both of those maps. You only switched out the healer. So at the end of the day, you went with a map that was comfortable and consistent. What made you guys try to pick that hero combination? Do you guys just like the follow up of everything with Jaina and Leo, or is it just heroes that you're comfortable on?
So earlier in the week, I just asked the team, like, hey, put together a list of a bunch of comfort picks, right? Like, give me your comfort role, your top 3 comfort picks in that role, and then we just kind of game planned on our most comfortable maps with those picks, and it really worked out for us. So, it pays to do your homework ahead of time, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it really does, and it showed. It's going to be interesting to see if you get scouted, because I feel like Leo might get banned permanently from you.
Possibly. Sodium did a great job as the offlaner with Leo. Hats off to him and the rest of the team. Sugarman did the shot calling, and then we had our DPS showed up, and everybody played really, really, really well. So I'm really, really proud of the work that we did today.
Yeah, that was a good way to brush it off on the team, but really it was the Leo. That really
those and tubes were
Those
just
won
coming in
every
clutch.
Yeah, and then it doesn't take someone with 1,000 APM like a Jaina or even you with the Starfall to be like, oh, there's an Entomb circle, and it did just so much damage.
Press R button in that direction helps out.
Exactly.
Absolutely. The combos with that wall are just sick. Like I love the art for that reason, and so you're right. Sodium was nailing them. So, as you say, it doesn't take much to follow up on that.
It is one of those heroes that is, one of the best level 20s in the game. The Silence of Tombs, you talk about a Falstad Gust, just incredibly game breaking at times, and it really showed in really both of those games. But both games were incredibly close. I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup again in the future, because I think it's a double round robin for you guys, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure is. Yep.
So yeah, this will be another fun matchup to see going forward, and just GG's all around. I don't have anything else for you. If you got any questions or shoutouts you want to do, you're more than welcome to.
No, just hats off to our opponent for 2 great games. You guys played hard and really well, and gave us all that you could. Blue, thanks for the cast, man. Thanks to you and NGS for this fine community that we're all a part of. really appreciate having a place to play. So thanks a lot to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you, Mr.
much,
Rhino.
and we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Well, Alfie, thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate the company as
Absolutely. Anytime's good, sir.
always. And we'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Take care, everybody.
And for NGS, my name is Eternally Blue. Thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations again to the Raging Roosters for you page 2-0 victory over Phoenix Rising Amethyst. We will see you in the Nexus next time. Take care.